Hi there. Amber sent a request for the ladies to see what the journey's like from a woman's perspective. So I'd just like to share the journey, the searching for Yahusha as a woman. And as every woman knows, it's very interesting, it's very grueling, and women of the world don't have the answer. So we know Yahusha's women do have the answer. And every twist and turn that I came through from my beginning of my journey with him was horrific, because I didn't believe my husband, who was in the Word, in searching and flowing and wanting to know Yahusha and having a wonderful time and going through all sorts of situations, and I was angry, I was so depressed and so furious. Oh, women, I just want to tell you the heartache I gave myself, because I was just against so much. We went through Christianity and then Pentecostalism, and then we found Yahusha, and all this change of things I couldn't handle, and I didn't believe, and I thought, there's something wrong, it's not true. I argued and argued, put Chris down all the time, put him down, and I didn't believe, and the whole journey was actual torture because of how I acted, of how I responded, of my incredible strong will not to give in, not to let Yahusha in. I fought him every step of the way and made so much trauma and trouble, and it was so hard because he'd come up with things that I'd see and be right, and he'd have success, and I'd be losing and be wrong. And that's what showed me over and over and over how right he was. And because I wasn't following the Word, and I didn't believe in the law and the Word, that I was against that, so I was wrong. So he proved it to me over and over and over, and I put him down and just accused him of so many dreadful things. He came up with the 3 rules to be able to cope with me, and that's where the scripture encompasses this to help us in our behaviour, how to put scripture to circumstances. So through it all, he did this to cope with all the nagging and the negative parts in me, and he wanted me so dearly to see the way, but I didn't believe. I just was angry. I just was so angry and put him through so much dreadful strife, and the poor thing, he just hung on there because he had the Word, he had the truth. I was a mess and I couldn't get my way. I wanted so much, and I know women love to have they have a strength and a determination inside that they want to be able to achieve. And I was wanting to achieve and prove him wrong and prove this, but I couldn't, because he was right all the time. So I wanted to find the way out, stomping and screaming and carrying on. The arguments were horrible, and I did this to myself. And Yahusha comes and forgives, because he loves me, and he came and forgave me when I came to him. And the 3 rules were in operation, because when Chris let me have it, it came straight back on me. When he didn't take things personal, then I was left with how I was feeling. And then why was I like that? Why did I have such a tragic reaction? Because as a woman, I felt like I needed to make a stand and be someone. And I think this is the thing with women in the world. They think they need to stand up and be heard and be strong and be someone. In Yahusha, he wants us to be like him. He wants us to have a gentle and quiet spirit. Well, that's not what I had. But honestly, if you want to know the truth, and I just was depressed and very moody and tried to make Chris's life hell with my moods. And I think the arrogance there was horrific. He loved me all the way through it, but I wanted him to love me how I wanted the love, but he couldn't until he had Yahusha's love. And that love is just so different from the world, so different from anything. And our marriage and our relationship is so much better now than it ever has been. It's just beautiful. We've been through the fire, we've been through the arguing, we've been through it and come out the other end, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to flow in Yahusha's love. And I just think this life, in the journey coming to know Yahusha, is turmoil. It is a heartache, giving up the world, giving up the things that we have inside us, what we expect, what we feel, what we think, what we imagine, all the understandings that we've had as what we think a woman should be and how we should be treated and what we need. Yahusha supplies all that when you get close and you just want to open up to him and be real, really real about your feelings, really real about how you're really thinking, and understand the thoughts that you get aren't yours, and to know that he is there all day, every day, loving you, and tune into that love, tune into his thoughts. So thank you, Amber, for that request. If anyone else has if you have any other questions or specific things you want to know, just send them through. See what we can do. Thank you, guys.